cool, man. So this, the idea of River Strat is only if you're against Nod, right? Don't fucking do it if you're against GDI. There's no point. You'll just put yourself behind.
Moving out. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Moving out.
Cannot
If I just open this up, it's important. It's really important to deploy here, and your power plant placement is very important. This is actually wrong, okay? Oh no, it's not, sorry. This is fine. It's the racks placement that's important. It needs to be one tile down. Instead of going as high as you can, you kind of want it here. I don't know why I went ref first. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends how I feel. There it is. Okay, so that's fine. So it's one tile down, which now means I can get a power plant here. Because the way your power plant is positioned, you've got that L shape, so you've got a block at the top, which will actually start helping you crawl across here as well. Yeah, so a lot of people, like I used to do it as well. I used to go River Strat and I do Weapon Factory all in. But the idea of this is that you can do that, but you also have another option. It opens up. Because Nod, a lot of the time, most Nod players will always build the middle. They always come here. Some Nod players, when playing against GDI, won't do it, which is probably the right move to not do it. They kind of do a build, they'll deploy about here, and they'll come across to this tib field, and then they'll go this way, and they'll go over here. If they do that, you still have an option, which is why I like this build. And there we go, you can see the power plant is there. One sandbag, and then get your ref there. This should be ref number 4, yeah. Bit pushy. You probably could make this your 3rd ref and maybe come back here, but I just, I'm just doing it this way. Do what you want. But yeah, get your ref here, barracks here, and then start working on your weapons factory. So if I move this here, move it along, sir. Yeah, here you go. So your Nod player is doing the standard coming in. Full Apache, love it. But yeah, coming in the middle, which is perfect, right? Because you get your weapons factory up here. It's not back here. So if you're building tanks, you've got them straight out, ready to fucking do some shit, right? They're not back here, and you don't have to kind of get across these little choky maps, little choky islands, sorry. You're already there. It's quite protected because you've got this bit, which kind of stops them from getting in. They've got 2 ways in. One's next to a barracks, and you can stick a tower here. Sometimes I do that. It's quite useful. This opens you up for 2 options. So I could still 2 weapon factory all in. I just bonk my next weapon factory back here somewhere, safe on the island, sell and fucking send it. And I'm sending it from like a forward position anyway. But because Nod also crawl in the middle, this actually opens you up for another option. Instead of building a 2nd weapon factory, you've got enough economy here to kind of support crawling in, just racks crawling in, which I think is what we do on this one. So it's nice. I just got fed up of playing this map as GDI, and you go to the middle and you deploy and you 2 weapon factory all in. But you go back here, you deploy, you 2 weapon factory all in. It's boring. Destroying my sandbags. Wall's OP as well, by the way. Use wall. But yeah. I wasn't a dick. I like Canomancer. But yeah, just NG, bang, gone. But it's not even that far. It's not that far to crawl. So it's like, I think it's a good option. I've done this build a few times. It seems to be working all right. So I don't know if I do it here, but there's another ref you can put in. Yeah, okay, so it did. You stick your power plant here, but you make sure it's only 1 tile across. I will do the build in a minute. You don't want to go over 1 tile because then you can't put your ref here. You put it here. This is not a good ref. This is a bad ref. But this is not awful, right? Your harvest is here, and then he just goes here. It's not that bad. This is far worse refs to have. And I think the sake of crawling across this river, it's not worth it. This is, in terms of GDI, if you put your ref here, you crawl all the way across, right? You put your ref here, you're close to the tip. Not by much, but you are. What happens? Nod comes around and snipes it. Game over. You stick it here, they have to come into the choke. Couple grands, get out. Your harvester is the thing that they should be sniping. So that's why I like it here. I don't really crawl across, there's no point. This is a great field, but the map is shit, so it doesn't really allow it. Yeah, I think a lot of people that play GDI have it in their heads that they have the 2 weapon factory all in, or they have to proxy Grens on this map. You don't. Here is option 3. Just gonna run through it. Hey, Yellow Ben, how's it going, man?
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Alright, yeah, so I won't go up, down, and all that. The bridge is nicely, perfectly positioned for you to come straight across.
Moving out.
What I will say is when you get to the end of the road, it's like, because you want to look for little, what's it? The little markings to know when to turn, where to build, and all that kind of shit. Well, the end of the road, as soon as you get to the end of the road, you kind of want to follow this lip.
Acknowledged.
And if you follow this lip, you will be perfectly positioned to be above Tiberian and just deploy.
New construction options.
So yeah, you want it like as tight to
Building.
Tiberian as you possibly can.
Construction complete.
Stick that up there.
New construction options.
Get a
Building.
refinery out. You can do barracks first if you want. Let's have a look here.
Construction complete.
That there.
New construction.
This is the next
options.
thing. So you want this is like obviously as high as you can go from
Construction
CY. The
complete.
barracks normally you would, yeah, because you want to crawl up. You want to leave room for the next power plant, so you want it 1 tile down,
New construction options.
and then you can kind of fit your power plant nicely in here.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes.
This
Moving out.
refinery, I
Unit
usually
ready.
micro this dude just to come over to this
Building.
field because this one's quite
Unit
small,
ready.
surprisingly.
Building.
That
Roger.
one over there is
Unit
not so small.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
You can kind of get them going.
Building.
Moving out.
Normally as well, when I start out, you'll see this on
Construction
Monkey in the Middle
complete.
build. I'll show you in a bit as well. I open slightly different with the infantry here. As you can see, to get the build across here, you've got the power plant, you've got the sandbag. Now my units can't get over here.
Reporting.
If I'm being
Roger.
pressured,
Yes, moving out. Waiting.
I
Moving out.
basically have to run all the way around, right?
Yes,
I'm
got
gonna
it.
lose it.
Affirmative. Yes, moving out.
So I usually spam extra units out of here immediately. Instead of the usual couple of minigunners, couple of anti-scout grens, I spam out a few more because I get them over here before I block this off,
Building.
is the idea. Just so I've got enough to hold it until I get the refinery then. Alright, anyway. That fits quite nicely.
Building.
Again, it's not the perfect ref, but it's enough. And you can keep it condensed
Construction
kind of thing.
complete.
So I can stick my barracks here. I like try to aim to stick your barracks here because if you do get to the point, like if I go up here and I scout, let me just get this building while I'm talking about this.
Yes,
I
sir.
scout up here, and Nord have gone not for a safe build, and they're coming straight down the middle, yeah?
Reporting.
Silos
Moving out.
needed.
I've now got the option to
Lost.
immediately build straight up because I can position the building here instead of if I had the barracks back here I'd have to put a building here and then I could start going up. It just kind of lets you go, okay, he's his airstrip there, I'm going to go up and take that. Thank you very much. Weapon factory placement. I don't really know where the best place is. I'm still trying to work this out. It's somewhere by here. I think being as close to this cliff at the top might give them the opportunity to kind of be where this Gren is and do some sniping. So maybe you could put it just 1 tile
New
down.
construction options.
Might make a bit of difference, might not. I don't know.
Building. On hold.
Yeah, at this point, before refs in.
Cancel.
Now I
Building.
could either go next weapon, like power plant, next weapon factory, sell my CY and just bloody send it. Or if they're here, I can just go build
Silos
straight up
needed.
here and try and cap their the airstrip or whatever they're doing, just like mass grens and have some tanks coming out to support.
Building.
That is an option. And then this ref here,
Construction complete.
power plant, not here. One tile over, that's it.
Building.
And then your refinery will fit nicely in here. Yeah, so I stick the refinery here because it fits. If I stick my refinery here, they're gonna come around and snipe it. At least this gives me the option where, you know, if they want to snipe this, they need to get across these choky bits that I'm just gonna fill with grens, and I can just micro this dude out of the way if I need to. It's not that far. We can get over the non-perfect ref here because it serves a purpose of not getting sniped by the bikes. You can also stick a tower here as well, if need be. Smash grens and all that. But yeah, DK, so you're saying stick a ref here. That could be possible. There is Tib here to start with, but you can just quickly mine that before you even build a ref, so I guess so. It's not a bad shout. I might give that a go. Yeah, because that all blocks it. I like it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So feel free to take that and experiment as you will. While I'm thinking about it, I just want to check, because the only difference, top and bottom, from what I remember, is crossing this bridge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
So yeah, that's the only difference, top and bottom, is crossing this. Same thing again with this. This is really fucking important, because if you need to crawl quickly, you want to be able to crawl quickly. You don't want to be extra building and then they get a buggy in the way and it's like fucking hell. You want to go, oh look, a strip, bang bang bang, gone.